What's up, guys? Here today to talk about a topic. Try to touch, at home with you here. One simple little word, controls your future and the opportunities you present yourself, the opportunities you give yourself, you let yourself take on, or none of that, and being locked in a box in a closet the rest of your life. That word is fear. Fear, man. We're going to talk about that today. We're going to get right into it right now. Fear. Let me start out by saying here that, I deal with this every single day of my life. I help clients with it every single day of my life. I help friends with it. I help relationships. I help, there's total strangers too, because it means something to me to be like, watching this person go through life, and I know they have so much more potential, but they're so scared to go and do it. They're so fearful of failure. And it's like, man, I just want to grab you and take you in and, let me get you out there, man, because you can make some stuff happen in life. Fear, false evidence appearing real. That's all it is. That's what fear is. Let me start out by saying that the purest form of life is a baby. When we're a baby, we're born as human beings with zero fear. We have absolutely zero fear. I've seen it, firsthand with my son, and he would be crawling on the floor, and he would be, getting rug burn, and he would still go because he wanted to make it to the other end where the kitchen was, and when he started walking, they will fall down 1,000,000 times and get up 1,000,001. They have no thought process, no level of fear of failure. There's no fear of failure there. So it's kind of like they are the purest form of what I'm trying to talk about right now. That's why I'm bringing it up. And a child will get up and get up and get up and get up, and I don't care if there's a flight of stairs in front of them. I don't care if there's a bug, an ant, a dog, whatever. They are going to plow through whatever's in front of them. They're going to try to get up, and they're going to try to get in there. They don't care what is going on. They have no fear. Think about that. Think about that. As we grow up, we build this imaginary thing called fear each day of our lives. As we look at life cycle, we see the cycle of life as, the baby, and all of a sudden the next day, and then you fall off the teeter-totter, and you cut your chin, which I've done. You cut your chin, you fall off the swing, and you hurt your ankle, and you do this, that. Now you're getting levels of fear in yourself, in your mind. You're holding that memory in there as fear. As don't do that ever again. Don't do that's fear, okay? Now some fear is good. You need fear, but everything that we do, we translate into fear. You grow up and then you get in the teenage stage, or all the way through your 20s or whatever, and you have this perfect relationship, and the person cheats on you, he or she cheats on you, and then you're like, I'm never going to do this again. I don't even care if Mr. Perfect comes, I'm never doing this again. I'm going to be hurt again. I'm fearful of getting hurt like this again. So then, then you're all the way up into the adult, and you're an adult, and you have bills to pay, and you're at this dead-end job that you absolutely hate. Every day of your life you want to pull your hair out. But you can't move because the economy's crashing, the stocks have went down, prices are going up, you're making decent money across the board, and you can't afford to leave that job, so you're just going to suffer, and you're going to just hate your life to stay there. Now, it's really funny because we created all of that. We created that little devil in our mind that says, no, whoa, back off. We created that. Fear is simply self-imposed, okay? It's not real. It's self-imposed, meaning we bring it on ourselves. We feed it. It's like the whole life cycle I'm talking about. It's like we start out with a parasite and we kind of get rid of it, or we start out with another one, and then we feed each parasite each day that we grow up until we're, at the end of our lives. We feed that parasite the entire time. We don't ever, give it medicine to take away that parasite, or we don't ever try to cut that, what's causing that parasite to grow. We just keep feeding that parasite inside of us. By the end of our life cycle, we're so scared of everything. We're in our house and we're like, hey, we're not doing anything. We're going to be a little hermit crab. And you've just cut all your potential you've ever had your whole life. It's self-imposed. We bring it on ourselves. That means you create it. Okay? That means you can destroy it. GP, man, Greg Plitt. That's my man right there. He always talks about that, man. This is what I do, okay? Every morning. I wake up and I fight this daily. Nobody is perfect at this at all. I was still fighting fears until the minute I started this video. It's daily occurrence. You have to daily work on it. It's every single day. You're going to fear that you can't pay this bill. You're going to fear that you're going to lose your job. You're going to fear this. You're going to fear that. It's a daily occurrence, okay? It's always going to happen. So it's not like you can just say, hey, give me all the money in the world and I'm going to take care of that. No, you have to correct it in here. That parasite has been building your whole life. You have to correct it in here, okay? That's number one. That's first. How I do that is every morning I wake up, I listen to Greg Plitt, man. I got a little motivational track of him, and I listen to Les Brown. I love those two guys, man. They're just, oof. They are the wind behind my sail, man. They push me beyond levels I've never been. The one starts out, Les Brown's perfect, most famous quote there. You're either living your fears or you're living your dreams. It's as simple as that. You're living your fears because you built that parasite every single day and you're so scared to ever step outside of what you're doing. Or you finally put that aside and you moved on, and every single day you're living your dream. It's one or the other. So that this motivational track comes on, I got it right on my iPhone. I'm like, hey, boom, I wake up 4:30 for my workout, I put that on. I'm telling you, it clears my mind, and it literally tells me, let's go. And then I hear Greg Plitt on there. Fear is self-imposed. Fear is created by you in your imagination. It can be destroyed by you in your imagination. As simple as that. And that's what I do. That's what gets me on that track right from the beginning. And you got to think about this as a tree, a seed, okay, of a giant tree. When that fear is planted in you, that's why they make somebody face their fear immediately. Because when that seed is planted in you, you can go in and dig that seed out and throw it away right away, immediately. But what happens when you give that seed a little time and you give that seed a little water and you give that seed, what happens? It starts growing roots into you. So then it's so deep, by the time you want to take it out later, it ain't coming out. That's something to think about. As soon as you do fear something, attack it. That's what I do. I attack that fear. Real quick, I got to make this fast, guys, all right? I got so much to say. I can go forever on this. Another thing that, I got a little list here that I've been putting on here. Another thing that Les Brown was talking about is, think of it as this kid, all right? The story, for an analogy here. This kid goes by this house every single day to go home, walking home from school. And there's this dog barking behind this fence, and he has no idea what the dog looks like. If it's, he doesn't even know if it's a real dog. He just hears, rah, 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 rah. Every day he walks by, he gets scared, he gets scared, he gets scared. He's built this bark up to sound like a damn dinosaur, okay? He is so scared of this thing. It has got to be a mix between a lion and a freaking T-Rex, The thing is vicious. You've never seen the dog, though. There's the fast way and the safe way, the good neighborhood by that dog, and then there's this 5-mile loop around where the drug dealers are, and there's killings every day. Well, just because he doesn't want to see that dog, he thinks he's so scared of it, he's taking the long way around and getting bullied, and they're taking his money and all this stuff. Long story short, one day there's a murder on the street, the long way around, so he's like, I gotta take the shortcut. So he's just shaking and he's fretting, just going by it, and all of a sudden the dog starts barking. And he's like, oh my God, he's like, this thing is so big, like, it's gonna eat me. And so he starts running. Well, the running antagonized the dog to break through the fence. Dog breaks through, starts chasing him. He's running for his life. It sounds like Tyrannosaurus Rex is behind him, and he's going to eat him up for dinner. This is it. This is his life. It's over. Trips. Falls on the ground. Dog runs up to him. Dog has no teeth. See that? That's you going through life, giving momentum to that idea of fear. You created that fear. If I stop my job and I start my own business doing the same thing, I won't be good enough. I'll fail. I won't have enough money. I won't do this and that. You are creating this monstrosity of fear, an imagination of this huge item of fear when it's no bigger than that. It has no teeth. It can't bite you. Okay? Think about that. Think about how much value you give these things that scare you in life. Think about if you actually applied yourself to conquering that fear and applied yourself to taking what you're scared of further. There is no giving up. Like I said in my previous video vlog, there's plan A, there is no plan B. There's 100% plan A. You put everything you had to plan A, because if you give any credibility to plan B, you take it away from A. So then you're going to go, half-ass, and then I'll come back over here. I always have this to fall back on. No. Face that fear. There is no plan B, plan A. Go for it. Another thing, danger's real, okay? Don't get me wrong, danger is real. Proceed with caution in these events of life, in these fearful, situations. Proceed with caution. Make an educated path or process that you're going to follow to go through it. But you can't let it control your life. You can't let it constrict you. You own your fear. Your fear doesn't own you. That it's nothing. It's imaginary. You make it up in your head. There's no such thing as actual fear. There's no wand, like little fairy wand that goes around and hits you and says, hey, you're going to be scared of this rest of your life. Hey, you got bit by a dog, be scared of that rest of your life. You're going to fail at this job, scared of the rest of your life. There's no little fairy that goes out there and does that. You hit yourself. You bite yourself in the ass. And you let that bite infect. And then by the time you know it, you're dead. Because your life is gone. It's flashed in front of your eyes and it's gone now. Gotta keep this quick, guys. Real quick, quick analogy. My son, he loves snakes. He's so excited about snakes and everything. So we're outside my father's land and everything. He sees a big old pile of snakes because they're sitting there sunbathing and stuff right now. And he's like, oh man, he's running through the snakes and he's having fun. And he's so virgin to this world, okay? Never been bit by a snake, da-da-da. No fear, he's grabbing them, picking them up, and da-da-da-da, and they're just gardener snakes, they're not poisonous. So anyways, he's like, oh yeah, and I'm like, pick one up. He's like, take a picture, Dad. I'm like, all right. So he picks one up, and he's like, da-da-da-da, by the tail. Well, the thing turns around, snaps him. Bah! He flips out. And I'm like, hey, come here. He's crying. Come here, listen, relax. What actually happened? Are you hurt? And he's like, yeah, no. Is there any blood? No. So he just snapped at you real quick, and he's thinking that, he didn't hurt you at all, nothing, there's no marks, nothing happened, but he did that, and now it's going to scare you the rest of your life, so you can never enjoy what you love. You love snakes, you love them, they're little reptiles, you love them, you play with them all the time, your toys and all this, but just because that one incident happened, now you're scared the rest of your life, and you'll never have that love again for them. I was like, I can't let this happen. So I'm like, I know he's only 4 years old. I'm not gonna be tough on him, but I gotta try to teach him somehow. So I'm over there. Hey, it scared you. It shocked you. Don't worry about it. Like you're okay, man. Like what? Look at. There's no blood. There's no nothing. I pick a snake up. I antagonize him. The thing bites me. And I'm like, see, like that. If they know you're scared, they get scared. So it's kind of like that's why I did this video blog, is because of that incident that happened. And I'm like, you know what? Like, man, you could just translate this into so many other areas of life. Because here I am, playing with a snake, and it's gonna bite me because I was scared it was gonna bite me. And I'm an adult. I don't care. I didn't think I cared. Well, he finally this kid gets the courage to grab the snake again, picks him up, and he's like, I'm not scared. And I was trying to antagonize him, and I'm like, you're scared. And he's like, no, I'm not. I'm not scared at all. I'm not scared. I said, all right, we'll pick it up then. He's like, I don't, fine, I'll pick up all of them. He goes in the middle, and he picks one up, and he's like, see? It was, wow, it was so powerful. He picked the snake up, and I could tell that he was 100% not fearful at all of the snake now, because I talked him right down out of it. This snake almost sensed it, and it gave me goosebumps. The snake just sat there and crawled like a little pet on his arm, up his arm right here. I was like, do you see that, you know? And then it makes me think, I need to apply that to my life. You know, it's like my 4-year-old could learn that. Here I am, you know, in my 20s and stuff, and I'm still not doing that. I'm not applying it. I know it, but I'm not applying it. There's a huge difference between knowing and actually applying it. And that's where that gap of fear takes over. And that gap gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger the more you let it grow. Guys, stay fit, stay fresh, follow your dreams, follow your goals in life. Don't have fear, because you will never get anywhere, okay? A little bit of fear is healthy. It's going to keep you on your toes. It's going to keep you actively pursuing what you want. It's going to keep you aware that there is failure if you give up. Guys, stay tuned. I got lots of stuff coming. CodyThompson.com. Got books for sale coming out. I've got a whole new video section coming out. I've got brand new photo shoots coming up, a couple movies and stuff like that. Man, I'm pumped up. I'm excited. Summer is here. It's time to make action. There's no more talking about it. Let's make action. Let's go. I'm excited. Woo!